did it, I'ma just tell them I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise. Staring at you from afar, analyzing every scar, asking myself how we got here. Remember, this is who we are. I am not here for revenge. I did not come to make amends. Not here to repent for my sins. I just came here to win. I just came here to end. I just came here to fight. Show you everything you said I couldn't be. I became overnight. Just for the.
Been out here on this highway, breathing diesel smoke. Driving hard for hours, trying to make that Memphis show. People always ask me, son, what does it take to reach out and touch your dreams? To them I always say, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Is it a fire that burns you up inside? How bad do you want it? Do you need it? Are you eating, sleeping, dreaming with that one thing on your mind? How bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? 'Cause if you want it all, you gotta lay it all out on the line.
I woke up this morning, got up out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I said. Thank you, Lord, for another day, all the blessings that's in my way.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is the driver's side. Good evening, baby.
Hi.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, it's been a while, you guys.
It's been a long time.
We're going to be all over the place and stuttering and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. It's been a couple months since we've actually done a show. Although we did do something. I like
in the truck, in my truck, in my cab, in my day cab.
In your Mac.
My Mac attack, my little puppy.
Yeah,
she's my little puppy back in the seat.
You got your boo dog.
All right, they all know I'm back in the seat, but we did do a little something last week, was it? I think it was.
It was.
I think it was last week, and then I did another one in the truck, and then I did one last night, which knocked out of the park. 11,000 views. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to Hater Made, Gary Jones, SPB Trucking, Tri-State out in Texas. All you guys, I appreciate you guys. I got so much footage to release, but we're not here to do that tonight. But before we get tonight started, I want everybody to keep Louisiana in your prayers. To the Calais family, we really hope that you guys are doing okay and get to safe ground. And to everybody out there that's going through weather issues, please be safe out there. Drivers, please remember you have loved ones that love you, and you are the backbone of America.
Yeah, Hurricane Ida is expected to make landfall tomorrow afternoon or evening. Obviously, this is the 16th year anniversary of Katrina as well during this time. And so they are expecting that this one is going to be even bigger. And so it's going to be landing just west of New Orleans. They are already evacuating, and they're saying that it's going to be 300 mile long. Okay, so 150 miles east and west of around New Orleans is where this hurricane is going to be felt. So we're talking still Mississippi and Alabama as well too. So,
and again, to the Clay family, we got fans out there that watch the show. They're on the show right now. Glenn Clay Sr., Glenn Clay Jr., please be careful. Take care of families. Remember, stuff's replaceable. Family isn't. And if you're new to the page, welcome to the page. This is the driver's side. This is my wife, Sheila. I'm Wayne Campbell, a truck driver, if you didn't know that. Well, some call me a truck driver, some don't, because I drive a day cab. You know what? You can eat a
just behave yourself.
I am excited tonight, though. I'm nervous. We have a lot of videos. We do have a guest from Australia tonight that's going to be on. His name is Brad. John Freese is in the back, T-Bear, that we call him T-Bear. Yeah. But we do have some stuff coming, but we're going to go head over to the comments for a minute, say hello to everybody, because we are back for our first time in the studio. Our RV.
Yes.
That we're remodeling.
That we are remodeling.
Yes. Yeah. We picked up the spray gun today. Outside of all that, but you got all these people up in here, 74, 19, we're crushing it.
Yeah.
All right. Remember to like and share, guys, into your groups, and also drop a comment because we are going to be interacting with you guys tonight. Matter of fact, just drop your location. What's your 20 tonight? Where are you guys at? What you doing? What you up to? And what's your weather looking like? Because, if you're in the Louisiana area, please be careful.
And just want to mention too, guys, if you want to go ahead and phone in and join us for any of the topics that we're going to be discussing tonight, the phone number is down below. You're more than welcome to join with us.
You are more than welcome. Kayla, good evening. How are you? Dave.
Evening, yeah.
Evening. Yeah, you're going to say good morning. Dave Unberger. Shout out to Oregon. My peeps out in Oregon. Good to see you. Paul Westful, how are you tonight? John Jakes and the Jakes family.
Yeah.
Kim, I almost want to say Grim, but I can't because that would be a mistake. It is Kim Jakes and John Jakes. Again, we are sorry we missed your wedding, but we will catch up with you, and we'll just have to go on a couple's dinner.
Yeah.
To just two married couples out doing the damn thing.
Right.
Right. Get it.
Yeah,
all
things
right.
settle down now. So.
Jennifer Perone, I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you for sharing all my posts that I do in the morning. She shares the reading every morning that I share on my private page. I share a Jesus Calling reading, and she does share it. And we need to put God back into everything for right now. My God,
doubt.
We'll be talking about that later. Mary Kay, good evening. Good to see you. Deborah Shields, hi. Las Vegas, baby. Here. Shout out to Vegas. Good to see you.
Yes.
Mike Bobin, how are you, sir? Praise the Lord. Yes, sir, indeed. Wayne Campbell says Vegas, baby.
Is that you?
Who is that?
Is that you?
Yes, that is me. I was. All right, Jeremy Harless, is that you? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Brittany Aikens,
Hi,
please look, Britt. It's good to see you. Long time no see. But remember, Brittany, stay in touch.
Yeah.
All right, we're expecting to hear from you soon.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, I got my license going to her house.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, well.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah,
I had to. I'm a Texas thing. It's a situation none of y'all know about, but Brittany, help me out, man. I lost my license out there. Yeah.
Okay, well, you still have to go on Monday anyways.
I do. I got to go to the DMV on Monday.
I highly doubt.
Bob Cook, good to see you. Badass intro. Thank you. Appreciate that. It was a badass intro. And Wayne Campbell says, hey, everyone, again. All right, John Jakes' Wildwood Days. Yes, the truck show was fun in Wildwood. Unfortunately, I missed Iowa 80. I missed Gear Jammers. I missed your wedding, John. Nice shot. I appreciate that.
We had a few deaths in the family. As you guys know, I've told you this before. My mom passed away about 3 weeks ago now, and I was down there until the end with her for about a month. So we had some stuff that was going on.
Right. We did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, look, take care of yourselves, driver. You never know when it's your time. You really don't. We're not promised tomorrow. All right. Jennifer Perone says, Florida fam in the house. Yes, you are. And Jennifer Hamlet Hall, how are you from South Carolina? Is that? Yes, South Carolina, it looks like.
South
All right, Jeremy Harless, let's go. Ronald Hebert, our Canadian people up there. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you guys back. It's good to be back. James Simmons, good evening, y'all, in South Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, home. God bless. Yeah.
Texas.
Texas. Hi, everyone. All right, come on. Casey Jones says, oh, yeah, good to see you, Casey Jones. I don't know. Casey Jones. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll keep an eye on that.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. Mike, good evening. David Quattlebaum, how are you, sir? All right. Casey Jones says, hello, everyone. Casey Jones is a little suspect.
Maybe.
I'm going suspect on troll.
Okay.
Suspect on troll. All right. Watch out for that one. All right. Jeremy Harless, stop it. Phil Tristan, good evening, amigo, sir. How are you? All right. Look, Pretty Lee Riley, you guys are supposed to be at the races.
Yeah. I think that, I thought that it was Shane and Brett that she said that was.
I don't know if they're all racing, but I know they're at the racetrack tonight. Good job. Hit that winner circle again. Come on, pretties. We're pulling for it. I see Wayne has recovered from the chop shop in Florida. Laughing.
Right?
What?
Yeah, that was bad. You guys don't even remember.
No, I don't even remember.
And he paid for it too, and tipped the guy.
Oh, the haircut, the bad haircut in Florida. Yeah, tip the guy. All right, we're not here to talk about haircuts. All right, look, let's get to this game. Calais says, I stack one stack Mac with a window in the back.
Yes,
that's
does.
What I have. I do have a one stack Mac with a window in the back. Shout out to my boss, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boss and all you little companies out there, all you little carriers that take care of your driver and listen to your drivers.
Yeah.
I tell them every time I tell them something,
it's
done. It's done. Steering box, done. Everything's done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Boss, I'd love a drop visor. Done. Yeah. This is bright out here.
Yeah.
You know, I need a little chrome on my little Mac.
And
something
we're going to his baby
besides
shower
a dump.
tomorrow.
And we're going to his baby shower tomorrow. Oh
Yeah.
boy. All right. Joe Hood. Good evening, sir. He says, hey there. It's all been a while. Life happens, right? It has.
It does.
All right. Mike Garvey. Shout out to Mike Garvey. I know you're back in the truck. You're
Hi,
pulling
Mike.
for FedEx. We appreciate you, bro. It's
Yeah.
not easy out there. All right. I'm glad to see you back. Thank you, Jeremy. Moses. Good to
Hi,
see
Moses.
you, sir. And Sharon Jones. Shout out to SPB. We love you, Sharon. Thank you.
Hi, Sharon.
Thank you for stopping by last night, Sharon. That it means a lot to me, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I told her as soon as I got, like I said, Sharon Jones.
Yeah.
I'm goofy, ain't I?
Yeah,
Larry,
yeah.
good evening, sir. He says, sending prayers for all people in the South near this storm.
No
We
doubt.
are.
For sure.
All right, good. We're getting a lot of them. All right, David Unberger. Okay, come on. All right, Justin Daniel Pomerantz, where you at, bro? Chico Bennett, good to see you,
Bill
bro.
Fesser.
Good to see you,
Mike
Chico.
Gaffin.
Bill Fesser, and there is maybe I will load up a video of the Boston trucker.
There you go.
Right? All
Yeah.
right, the Boston trucker in the house. Mike, you did great slinging them clubs.
So, oh man,
He was
Boston,
trying
by the way.
trying to twin stick the other day.
Yeah.
He's in there slinging them clubs, getting it like it wasn't nothing.
I'm more concerned about my tour of Boston.
Oh, I know you are. That's all you. We care about grabbing a gear and doesn't appear. All you care about is what you're going to eat in Boston, right?
Pretty much.
Oh, pretty much. All right. But shout out to you, Boston trucker. No, you did. You did great. He made a great video. It was great. Rooster Cruz, good to see you. Matter of fact, go check out Mike. He made a whole video with the company that he was with. Some of the gentlemen that owns the truck that he was driving. He did an interview with them, I believe, Mike, if I'm correct, over on YouTube. I want to say I shared it.
You did.
I tried to. It's been hard getting up at 3:00 in the morning, getting home at 3:00 in the afternoon, and then going to bed at 6. I believe it or not, I don't get much social media.
He's so full of crap.
Rooster Cruz, good to see you, bro. Alicia, good to see you. And I know you were up at Gear Jammers. I hope you had a good time up there in Maine. Man, we missed two good ones. We missed a good wedding and 2 good truck shows.
I know.
Son of a biscuit. All right, Mike Gavin says missed y'all.
As was said, life happens, and so you know what, those truck shows will be back next year. We'll see them, and there might be a possibility of other stuff going on in Texas later in October.
Yeah, there's a pull going on up there. I don't know. Tri-State reached out to me and asked if I was going to be there, and I don't know. I don't feel it's fair if I'm there if I didn't make the Jake's wedding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to go to a truck show right now because I missed that particular one,
right.
An opportunity to meet Mike Gaffin and everybody, and it was just the timing sucked.
Yeah.
It really did, between the things that we went through, a move, and me getting back in the seat.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
All right. Are we done with comments?
We are, guys. If you've commented, we're not trying to, but we do want to. We have a guest that is waiting backstage, so we don't want to keep him waiting. And so, guys, the reason that if you guys have been watching in the news, there's a lot of hubbub that's going on there's all kinds of stuff that's going on in the news. We're talking about vaccines. We're talking about vaccine mandates. We're talking about restrictions.
Shortages.
Right. And it is not just here. Okay. So as you guys have known, that there is a bunch of hullabaloo going on right now that drivers are going to go on strike here August 31st. Now, that's also the date that drivers in Australia are supposed to be going on strike as well. There's a few other dates into the future that they're talking about going on strike too.
Can I pull my horn real quick?
Yeah, you want to
as we start getting into this, I do want to put a disclaimer out there.
Okay.
I do want to say something before we get deep into this show and before we start talking about things.
Right.
Okay, because everybody has a right of choice.
Right.
And I believe that. I know people that have gotten things that don't want things. Okay. We're not here to judge nobody.
No.
I'm going to say that out the gate. I love people equally.
Right.
Okay. And I'm tired of the pitting that's going on with me and people that I love.
Right.
Okay. So tonight's show is for us to talk about things.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some things out there. Okay. Whether people are striking, whether it's a vaccine that people don't want, whether it's a mandate, no mandate policy, it's so much is being thrown at us at one time. Leaving Afghanistan. Come on. It's just, it's a whirlwind of chaos and drama.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about it.
Right.
I want to talk about it. I want to have as hard as it's to say, an unbiased platform at this point, instead of people screaming at each other, going at each other. As much as I love TikTok, there's so much drama over there, and they allow things to go viral that really shouldn't. But before we get into tonight's show, I really wanted to say we love everybody equally.
Right.
Okay. And we care about each and every one of you. It's been hard for me not to broadcast because I do care about this industry. I've learned a lot in this past year from Oregon to here. Okay, I've been through a lot. But the one thing I did learn is I still love my country and I still love the people in it, and I value friendship today to this day.
Right.
So, I'm not judging nobody over a shot, over a mandate, over who you voted for. I don't care. I don't. It's time to clean the slate and start talking about where we're going,
Right.
where we're headed,
Right.
and what you're talking about right now.
Right.
So I wanted to say that before we got kicked off, Sheila.
Right. And so because of we had heard, and this is how it came about, and because of what we had heard that the drivers here were basically kind of aligning with the drivers that were in Australia. That's where the August 31st date also came in from. We wanted to find out what was actually going on in Australia. And John Freese and I were talking the other day, and he actually hooked us up with a driver that is in Australia. And so we're going to be bringing him on as right now and actually talk to him and find out
Do you want to bring him in right now? Okay, so let's find out what's going on across Australia. Yeah, okay, you just went right there. Holy cow, look at you running the show.
Yeah,
get it. So let's bring in Brad. Let's start talking about what's going on back there. Brad, good evening, sir. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. How's it going over there?
Hi, Brad.
How's the audio for you, Brad?
Well, I've got a bit of an echo here, bloke, but we'll sort it out.
Okay, so you sorted it out. You good now?
Yeah, we're sorting it out. Oh, it's all good to go.
Okay, all right, Brad. You know what, Brad? Go ahead and introduce yourself. And how long have you been trucking? And how did you get into trucking?
Oh, my name is Brad Potter, and I'm the third generation of interstate trucker in Australia.
Right.
My grandfather started a family business. My dad and my uncles carried that on.
Yeah.
My dad died very young, and Mum and I had to work out what we were doing, and I finished my diesel trade, and virtually the day after I finished my trade, I was loaded and on the way to Melbourne.
Wow!
And I've been at
that
was at 18 years of age, and I'm 55 in a few weeks, and I'm still driving.
Well, that's great. It's good. Thank you for still driving and for doing what you do. It's an amazing thing, trucking for me. And unfortunately, the way you got into it, I'm sorry about your dad.
Yeah.
But where are you at now with trucking, and what's trucking like in Australia?
Well, it's at a crossroads at the moment. We have a lot of people being recruited in from overseas to drive trucks because we have a driver shortage over here. Quite a lot of the young blokes don't want to drive trucks anymore. They want to be home every night. They want to. They don't want the don't want the drama of owning their own truck or being away from home for too long. So it's very hard at the moment. There's still, the groceries still have to be on the shelves, and the timber's still got to be at the hardware stores. So we've got to get drivers wherever we can. You know what I mean?
And Georgia and the baby need their food too, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I see.
I've got my girls watching right now.
She's watching right now, everybody. She's watching her dad. She says, "Yeah, Dad. Yeah, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here." All right, you know what? So basically, it's just like America. You're the backbone of Australia. You stock the shelves, from the timber to the limbo to all of it, from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, COVID-19 has hit the world, and it's hit it like crazy. How has it affected Australia, and what's going on with that situation?
Well, as it stands here now, we need border passes to cross borders. We just can't drive from here to Brisbane. We get to the Queensland border, and we have to get border passes, COVID checks. We have a bit of a problem that's starting up as of this afternoon, where on your border passes you have to state the customers that you're going to.
Right.
Now, if you work for a big company where you have a set run, where you go to the same customers all the time, that's not a problem. But if you're like an owner-driver that sort of relies on brokers and loading agents, you could go anywhere in the country and you get online to get your border pass sorted out. And because the internet's so heavily banked up, it could take you a day to get a border pass. It could take
Right.
longer. Well, that's a day less you've got of traveling on the road.
Yeah.
So it's
And-
backlogged already.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So it's bottlenecking already. Okay, so all right, so they're changing the structure of how you approach shippers, get to shippers. You can only put certain amount and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Okay, what about lockdowns? Are you facing lockdowns again, or what?
I think still.
We're hearing strike. We're hearing this. We're hearing that. I heard Toll went on a strike, which is equivalent of a Schneider here. Toll, tell us about Toll. Who is Toll?
That's a very big multinational company that supplies all sides of the transport chain, from your little tiny runabout trucks, your 2-tonner vans, right through to the road trains running to Perth and Darwin. They also have all the warehouses, and they take on, like, say you have a company and you produce shoes, and you say, how am I going to cut my cost here? I'll get rid of my warehouse and my workers, and I'll employ tolls, and they'll warehouse my products, and they will transport my products. That way I don't have too many guys on my payroll, which keeps
Right.
your overheads low.
Right.
Now, there's
That's,
two big companies here. There's Tolls and there's Lynn Fox. Both of them run a similar type of system.
Okay, so what I'm getting at is
Sounds
they have
like
mega
Amazon.
carriers. They have mega carriers. Okay, it's no different here from over there. You have mega carriers, right? And you have your small companies, and you have the big companies. The big companies basically dominate everything, don't they?
Oh, yeah, the big companies are slowly and surely squeezing the little guy out.
Right.
So, all right, go ahead, Sheila. What do you got for him? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and it sounds like Amazon to me as far as that. Now I know that there was supposed to be the strike that had happened Friday and today, and it was like supposed to be like 7,000 truck drivers that were gonna shut down and just walk off. But when you and I were talking about it, we were talking about like the company doesn't care so much because they can just get
Toll.
right, we're talking about toll, but they could just get out of state or out of country workers who come in that they hire for cheaper.
What they can do is, we have a system here called a 457 visa, and it is a working visa. Now, I'm not exactly too sure of the time frame of that visa, but they're doing recruitment drives in countries like India and Pakistan, and those drivers are coming over here on a 457 visa. And a lot of the big companies that are doing like shuttle services. So whereas you'd have one driver in a truck and he would say, go to Perth. So obviously you can't go to Perth in a day.
Right.
What they do is they get these drivers and they put two of them in a truck.
They team them.
Mm-hmm.
They team them. And both drivers can do 14 hours in 24 each.
Right.
Now, that truck goes to Perth with only limited stops. It goes to Perth in 48 hours.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Right.
Right.
All right. So
so even though they're striking, they don't really necessarily care. It doesn't necessarily affect them because they have other ways. That what I'm hearing and understand is that they have other ways to keep those trucks moving.
Oh, yeah. Those trucks don't sit around. If you're a small owner driver, well, you don't have that luxury. But the big multinationals have all that open to them to get drivers.
Right. And the other thing that you and I were talking about today too, what I found very interesting as far as them, the drivers striking, that company's still going to keep those trucks running is because they have the contract for the vaccines.
That's right. Tolls are doing the distribution of the vaccine. That's correct.
Yeah, so that is big money right there. So they're going to take whoever, even if it was 7,000 drivers that went on strike, it wouldn't even matter to them because they're gonna grab whoever that they can, offer them whatever, just to make sure that those vaccines are still moving.
Oh, that's correct. That's right. They're not going to shut down.
No, they're not going to. I mean, I hope as far as, and I know that those workers were more on strike, not because of the COVID or the mandates that are coming your guys' way on that, but more for the hours and the overtime and flexibility and scheduling for them for different reasons. But what we did hear is that that they're going to mandate that you drivers get vaccinated. Is that true?
That's right. As it stands as of today, you can't cross state borders without a vaccination certificate.
Right.
Okay.
So if you're not vaccinated, you can't. There's even places here in Sydney that are what they call a red zone, where you're not allowed to. Oh, Georgia just sent me a message. Hi, Georgia. Hi, Ruby. Where you can't leave your house only for essential work or going to the grocery stores. Now,
Right.
if you live in that red zone, for you to
Yeah.
go to work, you must have vaccination. Otherwise, you've got to stay at home.
Right.
You must also have travel permits.
Hold on.
Are considered essential?
They are. So I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play a video that's coming out of Australia. And I want you to give us your take on it, Brad. So go ahead and watch this.
Long hours on the road, and now truckies have been banned from sitting at a roadhouse for a meal or even taking a shower on their rest break.
If we don't take care of these drivers, who's going to bring groceries to Woolworths? Who's going to drop off rural supplies? With no trucks, Australia stops.
Police have told service stations they'll be hit with a $5,000 fine and their business would be forced to close if they allow truckies to dine in.
If they can't.
Oh, Brad, what do you think of that?
Well, that is correct. There is truck stops you can't eat in. You can't. I try and avoid the truck stops now. I take all my food with me because you don't want to be mixing with someone that might have COVID, because if I get tested positive, I get stood down from work. And I'm afraid the bills still have to be paid. Right. A lot of the truck stops, there's no eat-in. It's all takeaway only.
Right.
And a lot of the shower blocks are shut down. Not in all of the places, but most are shut down where you can't use the showers.
Yeah, so you guys can't shower at some of the places that are closed, and you'll get fined if they find out that the restaurants will be fined if they find out that they served truck drivers. It's kind of a mess. I mean, we know that our lockdowns here are that when we went through lockdowns, they're still continuing to open back up. But we're all concerned as far as the vaccine mandate that's going to be handed down. That's coming to us as well very soon. I know at one point that there was some article that was talking about our president talking about mandating for interstate travel as well for everyone, like what you guys have. He says that our country is not ready for that, for strong arming that's going to happen. So that hasn't happened for us yet. What are you doing?
I'm trying to echo it. It's bad. Let's go ahead. Keep going. Let's keep going.
So I know for you guys, and I was reading too somewhere, you guys have been in like pretty bad lockdown, like at home kind of a thing for over like 220 days or something. Like you guys are still in like stage 1 lockdown.
Well, my girls look like they probably won't be back to school to nearly the end of the year. Everything's got to be done from home online, which is quite hard because my eldest daughter is coming to the end of a high school years, and she wants to be a teacher, which means she'll have to go to college, university. Well, being in lockdown and not having that face-to-face learning at school, and with the teacher, and also like mixing with her friends, they all like to learn together and study together. That really places a big emotional problem with the younger kids. They're they're sort of losing that face-to-face contact with the teachers. And I think in years to come that this might actually cause a little bit of a educational problem in this country.
Here too. We go through the same thing.
So here's my question, because I want to just rip into it. Are they ripping your freedoms away from you, do you feel, Brad? Do you feel like they're ripping the freedom right out from under you of choice?
I think they're starting to, yes.
Right.
Because we're fearing that here in America. A lot of America's fearing that. You know, this is bigger than trucking. This is bigger. This is worldwide. This is not just the trucking industry. It's not just America. It's Australia. It's all over. It's absolutely ridiculous. They found a way, I feel, to choke us out. Okay. I mean, from small companies to our children to everything. It's just, I feel like this is overreach. I feel like my choices are being taken away. I should have a choice of what goes in my body. Okay. Because once you put it in, you can't take it out. All right. I'm just going to say that.
That's right.
So do you feel you're being strong armed by your government?
We have a thing here. I don't know whether you guys have it. I was talking to Sheila about it the other day. When we go into a shopping centre, a mall, at the front of the mall is this QR code, and you put your phone to it and you tap on to say you're entering that shopping centre. Now, each individual shop in that shopping centre, you have to do the same as you go in, and you have to log off when you come out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our state premier on Friday, well, I've been saying for a while that will never, once COVID's done, that will never leave. A few friends have said to me, oh, you know, you're making a mountain out of a molehill sort of thing. But our state premier on Friday has indicated that those QR codes will go on to a proof of vaccination code.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you can tap on and prove you're fully vaccinated, you won't be allowed on to the premises. That includes pubs, hotels, shopping centres, movie theatres, restaurants, places of worship, all factors of life that you, service stations.
Right.
They won't let you come in and get petrol.
Yeah, anywhere.
Anywhere. That is what will happen eventually. What will happen too is that, and this is what I predict, I haven't said it yet, but everything that I've sort of been thinking is going to happen has been happening in a way, is that we have an unemployment benefit here in this country. If you can't get a job and you're financially broke, the government will pay you an unemployment benefit. It is only the minimal amount to see you through. It's not something that you can live on the rest of your life, but then some people do. Some people have managed to work a way around it.
We have the same problem.
Bring in that unless you're vaccinated, this is what I predict. Unless you're vaccinated, you won't be able to get a job. So if you aren't vaccinated, you're not showing an attempt at trying to get a job. They will take that benefit away from you.
Right.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Well, it's just like the government pulling funding for states that are not doing mass mandates and all this stuff. It's becoming a power play. Okay. But we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to play a video of how I feel about the situation, because I feel like I'm being strong-armed by my government. In my personal opinion, I feel like that I'm having the right of choice taken from me. And that's where I draw the line. Okay. I know I'm not going to sit here and talk about truckers going to Washington or truckers on a strike. I'm talking about my medical records and what my choice and what I have a right to.
Right.
So we're going to take a break. We'll bring John Freese, another guest, in, and we'll finish up with Brad. We'll be right back, everybody.
Hi, yeah. Table for two, please. Sure. Your name, sir? It's Chad. Great. And do you and your guest have your vaccination cards? Well, first, can you tell me who our server will be? Yes, it looks like Brad's going to be your server. Yes. Great. And can you show us Brad's vaccination card? And also, can you provide me with proof that Brad is not a carrier of HIV, hepatitis A or B, influenza, norovirus, or any other communicable diseases? Oh, and same for you and the kitchen staff. Also, we would prefer not to be served by someone who is on recreational drugs such as, marijuana, cocaine, meth, fentanyl, etc. So if you can go ahead and provide us with Brad's most recent toxicology screening, that would be great. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to need to see all of your employees' medical history. Let me get the manager for you. Thanks, that would be great. Yeah. Oh, and make sure they have their Vax card and medical records too, please. Awesome, thank you.
What a great clip. What a great clip. I love it because last time I checked, my medical records are private.
Right.
It's my records. They're my records. They're mine. They belong to me, and I have a choice of how I want to handle my medical issues and however I feel.
And what medical procedures happen.
All right.
And this is why all these protests are happening. I know it's happening around there, and this is why drivers and others are protesting and going to do the truck stops and these shutdowns on the 31st. It's not just the truck drivers. They're standing for an alliance with, I know, medical workers, military. There's a lot of them.
We're getting feedback. So we're getting a lot of feedback, and I'm afraid it's entering. So, Brad, I'm going to pull you out for a second. I'm going to bring John in.
Okay.
I don't know where this feedback's coming from real quick. It is Brad.
Okay.
So he's got Brad, maybe adjust your phone a little bit. Let's bring in John Freese real quick. Hi, John. How are you, Teddy Bear?
Not too bad.
Hi, John.
Hi, John. John, first, I want to say thank you, John, for introducing Brad to us, getting Brad to come on the show, and you coming on. John, we've been talking about some things, and you've been trucking a while. Okay, you're at a great company, great people. How's it with you, John? What's going on in your trucking right now? What's happening with you?
Well, I'm not fearful about what's coming down, but I do believe our freedoms are being taken away and our rights to choose what we will be able to do with our own lives. I mean, I'm a guy 63 years old. I hope to be driving yet at 70, 75. But with what they're telling me that's going to happen, I don't know if I even got the choice to be able to do what I want to do.
Right.
And that's where I'm at with it. I think our rights are being taken away.
Right.
Our freedom is starting to be attacked, and I'm not okay with it.
I'm not either, John. I'm not, and it's unfortunate that I feel like it's coming to this. I believe it's around the corner. I really do. I believe the mandate's around the corner, and I believe they're going to push it through first with policy. Okay, we already know that the big corporations, they go policy, they threaten your income, you're going to take a shot, and you're not going to have a choice. Down at the end of the day, like Brad was saying, a QR code, right. But again, my medical records are private. I don't feel I just have to, if that's the case, like the dude said in the commercial. I want to see everybody's. I want to see everything. I want everybody to wear a sign that says what they have, how they got it, where they got it, and where they got it from.
Right. Flu shot.
Right. Do they get the flu shot? All right. So you need to wear your button the color of what it is, whatever it is. It's ridiculous. I feel like I feel like I'm living in a time that my parents warned me about through the Bible.
Right. Okay.
I do. And I hate to go there, but man, God, do we need God more today now than ever. But John, I'm going to go to a couple questions here. When you get vaccinated by the unknown substance, John, what is it about the vaccination that you don't want? What is it that you don't want to do? Do you want to take the vaccine or do you not?
I'm not going to take the vaccine because I think there's been too many lies, too many uncertainties. And this temple that I live in, this body, was given to me by God. And as far as I'm concerned, I need to protect that because that's what God has given me the right to do. And that's where I stand with it.
I have to agree. How about your company, John? Where's your company at with all this? Have they approached you? Have they put out any memos, anything?
We've been asked by our safety director, and I said there's no way I'm doing it. I did talk with the owner here a week or two ago and tried to get some insight from him, and they haven't even talked about it. I don't think as a company our size that we can afford to force the drivers to do this because I don't think they're going to be able to find the replacement drivers that will take the vaccination just to keep the job. In our thought, because I know too many drivers that have said right now they won't take it.
Right.
Well,
and we've discussed this as far as there before. And what we just, do you want to, before we do, you want to bring Brad back on?
Go ahead.
And what we've discussed about here before, and I don't know if it's the same with Brad. That's a good point that John is bringing, as far as that there's a lot of drivers who are protesting and saying no, that they're not going to take the vaccine. And I know that out of all those drivers, okay, like there's 70% of drivers that are saying that that's what they're going to do. They're going to walk off. In reality, if you could get 2% of those drivers to walk off, then that's something. Is that the same there for you guys too?
Yeah, well, I honestly think that we really won't have much choice in the matter when it comes down to the end of it. I really don't think there'll be much choice. I think that it'll be forced upon everyone here in Australia eventually to. They'll just make it terribly hard for people to live and cut your access to places down. That eventually, if you wear them down for long enough, eventually people submit to it.
Right. Submit. Okay. Right. All right. So here I got one more question for you, Brad. I'm going to let you go because we are having audio feedback issues. So
Can I just say good day to my sister? She's online.
Of course. Yes, please. Before I ask you, say whatever you want to say, sir.
How you going, Nat? Hope everything's all right up the coast. Say hi to everyone.
Hi from us too. Hold on. Say hi one more time, Brad.
Hi, Nat. Hope everything's all right up the coast. I know you're watching. I'll talk to you a bit later this afternoon.
Absolutely. All right, so, Brad, August 31st, do you see anything happening in your country that will help you truck drivers by striking?
Well, they're saying August 31st. A lot of the sites, a lot of those things that I've sent Sheila on Messenger over it, a lot of those sites have been shut down. Facebook has shut the sites down. So a lot of people are only hearing things from word of mouth. Now, a long-time family friend of mine, Nigel, who is very into keeping in touch with what's happening with this situation, he has told me that he's had telegrams stating that August 31st is when it's happening. But I haven't heard anything more than that at the moment. Everything that was on Facebook and online has been taken off.
Well, we'd like to bring you back on and find out, because it's going to be interesting. August 31st is right around the corner. Would you come back on and tell us what's going down? If you see what's going down, you'll be like our little correspondent in the field in Australia.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Can I just say one more thing, because I know my mate John's watching? John, Kim, sorry I couldn't make the wedding, but I'll be there at Matt's next year. Hope you guys will be there too.
Oh,
Brad,
yeah, we will too.
Brad, I want to say thank you. And from the deepest part of my heart, you're an amazing person, and you're a loving father, and you seem to care. And I thank you for being a caring, loving person in today's world. Keep doing what you do, and keep Australia's shelves stocked, and keep on trucking, sir. Have a great night.
We'll talk
Have
to
a great night, guys, and hooroo, and I'll talk to you later.
All right,
we'll talk to you soon.
All right, John, I'll bring you back here in a minute, but we're going to go to your comments here in a second.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It does suck.
You have major carriers out there that will dominate the field, and they'll get it done. They'll get it done whether you strike or not.
Right.
Okay, they're going to get it done. But in the end, this is about a right of choice. Okay. Right. If there's no long-term study and later on down the line there's problems, then what? I get a large sum of money? No, I'm sorry. And as far as healthcare goes in this country, you get sick, you're screwed regardless. Regardless. They are not monitoring any of this in my opinion. My wife was just in and out of hospitals left and right in Idaho.
Yeah.
No asking of vaccination, no nothing, not even temperature, only a few places. And one of them had a COVID outbreak out of rehab.
And let me in.
Okay. And then on top of
And
it,
didn't tell me.
and didn't even tell her. So where is the actual work being done? Is it being done through a shot? Because I know Johnson & Johnson has a couple things on the shelves right now that they just pulled because it could cause cancer. Sunscreen. And I believe the new ones, the Pfizer and Moderna, are different from the Johnson & Johnson. They're going a new route. So this is new, isn't it? These antibodies, the way they're doing it, it's artificial.
It is all synthetic. It's 100% man-made as to where, like normal, like when we would get flu shots. I've never had a flu shot, but like the flu shots, they give you basically proteins that are like the actual virus itself. Okay, so your body recognizes it and is able to fight it off. Okay, well the two ones, the Pfizer and the Moderna, don't have that in that. Okay, basically it's 100% synthetically made. Okay, now they can put stuff out there, but do we know 100% of what's actually
Where's the long-term study on it?
Right.
Where is the long-term study? When have we ever had an FDA approve something in less than a year?
Right.
Especially for a vaccine.
Well, but here's the scary thing. And for those of us
and it wasn't supposed to be till September. Hold on. But all of a sudden, it wasn't supposed to be till October. Then they pushed it to September. Now it's up. No, we're good.
Yeah, now it's already been
Go ahead, because I'm going to read Ronald's comment, and you have the right to that comment. Right. But I got a good argument for that. Not an argument, but I have my feelings on that, Ronald. Well, and Ronald, I love you, Ronald.
Here's the thing.
So I'm not taking anything personal. Let me make this clear. No judgment.
No.
Everybody has the right to feel the way they feel and say what they want to say. And I feel that's what we're losing. I feel people get angry with each other. Don't talk. They just write each other off. Go ahead.
Right, and that's what it is that for us, we're more worried about, what's actually in it and what it's going to do to the body. I mean, for those of everyone who's taken the vaccine, great. You have that choice to take it. And that's what we want. We just want that choice. We don't want the government or anyone else strong arm us telling us they're going to take our money. We're not allowed to go into there. We can't go into cities. We're not allowed to go into restaurants. We can't go anywhere, basically putting a mark on us. For those of us who have decided not to take the vaccine right now, but I don't take the flu shot.
Wait, there's more. You get another one in 8 months. Right, the boosters are coming.
Yeah, the third one.
Right. So you get a vaccine. That's not enough. Sorry, you need more. You need more.
Right, and it's just strange.
Sorry, that's my personal opinion.
Right, but it's
just, so I feel okay. So go ahead.
It's just weird that in 8 months we're already talking about a third shot is needed for it.
Where does it stop?
It doesn't tell me that it's that great of a shot of stopping it, let alone the fact that because Delta is there and those were, created for the original COVID. So, where is that come into play? I have a family member.
Hold on, we'll get to that. Hold on, because I want to go to Ronald's comment.
Okay,
we got to go to some comments here. Yeah. We're really just over here rambling on. We haven't taken a break. We are just rambling. Sorry, guys. If you write them, we want to read them. Okay, so let's over to Ronald's comment. Should we take a break and then get to Ronald's comment? All right, let's go to Ronald's comment. He says, "I will pay. It will pay enough money. They will take. If they're paid enough money, they will take it. Take it." And drive. Just saying, yes, it's your right. But when you get sick, don't ask those that got the vaccine to pay for your health care. Sorry, but that's my feelings. And I lost too many family from my father, too many good friends. It's my feelings. Sorry. And you have a right to that feeling, and you have. But here's what I'm going to say to that. Are there unvaccinated people in the hospital and vaccinated? I believe a vaccinated person died today from COVID. Don't quote me on that. But I know Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife were hospitalized last week. One's vaccinated, one's not.
Right.
Okay. Are you able to catch it while you're vaccinated? Yes.
Greg Abbott.
Vaccinated.
Governor of Texas.
Are you going to blame it on the unvaccinated? I don't know. Can you?
Right.
Because from the things that they're saying, they can't get it straight. Because as far as I'm concerned, the things that they allow to put on the shelves in the stores cause cancer.
Right.
We're paying for that crap. You go to McDonald's in California. What does that sign say? This food may cause cancer, but you feed your kids to it. You feed your kids it anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna say it because there's no long-term study. How can you guarantee me 4 years from now this ain't gonna kill me? You can't, because they haven't been able to study it. Just 2 years from now or 1 year from now.
Right.
There's no data to back it up. Only the data of today. and what they're going through now. To me, it's a big guinea pig thing.
Right. Well, and
if it's that safe, give it to the kids.
Right.
If it's that safe, just give it to the kids. Don't worry about it.
Well, and we talked about this as
Right.
far as it too, as far as, I just lost my train of thought. I don't even know what the heck I was going to say. I know what I was going to say right there, but I forgot what the heck I was at that moment. I was thinking something else and then went on to something else.
Well, I mean, it's the overreach.
Oh, overreaching. Speaking of which, what I don't agree with is that, you know, it doesn't protect you against it. Okay. The vaccine does not protect you from getting it nor spreading it to others. Okay. And so a lot of these cities that are saying that, you know, it's the key to the city. You can come and enjoy and free nilly and do this and hug and kiss and group and do whatever you want, dance your heart out, have the key to the city and do whatever you want because you're vaccinated and you can't get it. They're giving a false truth out there because that is not the truth.
You can get it if you're vaccinated. The Delta variant's rampant, running rampant.
Catch it. And you are still able to transmit it to others and spread it to others. So just because you don't have to wear a mask and you have a vaccine and you don't have to do all these things, that's a false sense of reality of what actually those vaccines do, because you can do that even if you're vaccinated. What it does for the most part is alleviate the symptoms and your chances of going to the hospital and passing from it. So I get that. Okay. And listen, I had a boss, let me tell you, when that flu shot came out, holy moly, he was like the first in line. First in line, he was there to get it. And okay, good for you. Go and get it. I myself just don't get the flu shot.
Here's what I want to ask. Is Pfizer making money off of this?
Oh,
are they making money? Are they making money off it? Where's that money going?
Right.
Should they just return that should they give that to the people that are vaccinated and catching the virus? Should they pay for that? I mean, I think the people the people that are making the vaccine, if they're for the people and want to save the world, then don't make a dime off it. Save the world. Stop it. Stop the madness, in my opinion. Take your money. There's no yachts this year. No yachts. Christmas presents for the poor. It's ridiculous because in the end game, what are they making? Where's that money going? Right. One of the big isn't Fauci's wife part of the ethic board that says, "Oh yeah, approve that."
Oh,
the ethics board. I mean, there's so much corruption in here. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So are we going to say we trust our government and we trust medication today? Because I know talcum powder is not that good for you. Right, ladies?
Shower to shower.
I mean,
powder. Yeah, right.
You know, come to find out, Roundup, well, shit, how much food does Roundup actually make?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. GMOs.
So we're supposed to trust these companies with just injecting us with stuff. I don't.
But it's still our choice.
It's like,
if I want to eat those tomatoes that are GMO tomatoes, that's my right and choice to do.
All right, let's go back over to the comments. Bob Cook says, I don't believe. What about Bob? Good old Bob. I don't believe we need a shutdown. We need a slowdown. A shutdown is never going to work. Shutdowns only work for unions, and we are too far out to be united. If we were all one company, I would say shut down would work.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to play some videos here in a minute, and I don't think it would. Again, if the numbers are what they say they are as far as vaccinated people, you're only at 30% unvaccinated. Yeah. So the majority wins. But it depends on for me, it's how they win. And if you're going to rip my right of choice away, then just give us an island. Let us all die together. Just say it, bro. Let's take a quick break. Let's come back and let's get to more comments. We'll bring John back on. John, you were having a little bit of an issue, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the shutdown, all right? Because this guy's talking about it. All right, run the tape.
So the truckers are gonna strike on the 31st, and it just took me 3 gas stations to get fuel. So I suggest going to fuel up, stock your house with food, make sure you got all your essentials, everything you're gonna need, because they're going to strike for 2 weeks to a month, which is going to interrupt the supply chain of food, fuel, everything, building materials, all this shit, all the shortages. Everything's about to get a lot worse. It's against the mandatory vaccinations and the solidarity against the totalitarian government that's taken over Australia. I personally believe it's going to hurt us more than it's going to hurt the government or make any type of point, but just get ready. Get ready.
2 to 3 months or 2 months, truckers are shut down for 2 months. They can't stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I was listening to that, but I was also reading some comments too. But I heard that. Oh, yeah, that doesn't ever happen. No. It's not going to. And that's the thing. And that's what we were talking with Brad and stuff about as well. 70% of the population, a little over 70% of the population is vaccinated, and good for them. Okay. Which means that there's 30% that has not been vaccinated. So how many does that actually mean of truckers to shut down and make a difference in that 30% who are not vaccinated? That's not leaving a whole lot of truckers left. Okay. And right now, I was talking to Wayne earlier about this because I said, man, I want to do the trucker shutdown schedule. That's what I want to do. Okay. Because they picked the 31st times ever to strike. Like a couple of years ago or last year when they went to DC, right? The pandemic had just hit. Man, they were bringing hospitals, remember, the ships and everything else in. And they didn't really
your timing's bad, drivers.
Right, they got to meet up with some people, but there was so much other stuff that was going on that nothing got done on it.
No press.
And now they want to do a shutdown on the 31st on the day that our last day that we're supposed to be out of Afghanistan with all that crap that's going on there. It's like, man, and I don't. It just doesn't seem like you're gonna get the attention that you want or should on certain dates. Like the 31st to me is not that great of a day to do that. That's just me. That's just me. But if it's 2 or 3 months,
I just again, we should have a choice in this matter. I don't feel that I have a choice, and that I'm going to have a choice. I know people that have been put in a position, if you want to see your loved one die, you have to take the shot. Why are they offering people $100 out here to take the shot? Again, where's the long-term study? How can you tell me nothing's going to happen from this shot 2 years from now? Can you tell me that? No, you can't.
Right.
Because it hasn't been around long enough.
No.
Since when did we approve something? This is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. How did it get fast-tracked? And how come we haven't fast-tracked everything else that kills people? Right. And why do we have to have a booster? So you need to go out and get your booster if you got your shot, because it's not going to be enough.
Well, and that's
where's all the money being made from these vaccines?
Right. Well, and that's the thing. And we had talked about with the money, of course, that, they're talking about the boosters as far as there. But, why is it already only 8 months into it that a third one is being recommended already? Why is a third one even needed? I mean, you get the flu shot once a year, and that's generally enough. That's what you get once a year. Why is it 3 shots already in 8 months? It doesn't tell me that the percentage of what it's doing to help out is that great. Okay, if you're already at 3 in 8-9 months, so what does that mean? Quarterly? Now they're saying that probably every 6 months that you're going to have to get it. But like I said, the flu shot is once a year. So does that mean that it's not that great of stopping it or stopping the symptoms or of what? So the odds are really kind of weird for me. But we've talked about it. I'm not necessarily against it. I'd like to know more about it, but I have put in for state government and jobs. And by doing so, I know that I would be required to get the vaccine. And so if I really wanted that job, by being applying, I know that I'm going to have to on there. I'm not for or opposed. I just want to know more about it. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm at it.
Right. It's all about money in the end for me, or in the end, it's all about control, not money, but it's about control. And I feel that, and I have the right to feel the way I want. And so does everybody else in this world. And that's what's beautiful about it. But pretty soon they'll take that away from you.
I just want to be strong-armed.
Well, actually, they are. They are. You can't have any feelings out in the world. Otherwise, you're offending somebody.
Right. You want to let's try and get T-Bear back.
All right, let's get T-Bear back in. John, are you ready to come back in? Check your audio. Oh, nope, John's gone. Nope, I'm not. All right, John.
Fat fingers got it.
So, John, how are you talking about?
One more time.
How are you feeling about what we're talking about here?
Well, I keep coming back to the same question I keep asking myself. One, there's 3 drugs on the market that would prevent us from getting sick or would cure COVID. Why would I take a shot or be forced to take the shot? And then I come back around and watch how there's been so many lies about everything and what this thing is doing. The rate and everything else that they've been lying to us about. I'm not okay with it. If they would have come out and said the truth and this wasn't their experimental and that we are the gigs, I may thought about it. But when they've outright lied to us and proved everything that they've been saying is not truth, I have a hard time coming back because the biggest thing to me, don't lie to me about something. And that's what they've done. And so I have a hard time with these issues of what the truth really is. Because I don't think we're hearing it.
Well, again, for me, it's the long term. There's no study.
Yeah.
It hasn't been around long enough to study it. So for me, I feel like it's a big experiment, and I'm not a guinea pig. I have a right to say what goes inside my body. Again, if something goes wrong 2 years from now, you can't take it back.
Exactly.
And for them to trust a company like Johnson & Johnson, you're smoking crack, dude. You're smoking crack. They've already been sued for products that cause cancer.
Right.
And once they put this in you can't go back.
Are we that clear on that? I mean, I don't know, John, but again, I wanted to say thank you. I know we had you back there, but we're going to start getting some more comments. John, is there anything you want to say before we let you go?
Put your faith in God. Fear not. God will lead us.
Amen to that. John,
Amen.
Remember, we love you, Teddy Bear. You're the heartbeat of America. You should be true that way. Keep that shiny side up, brother.
Right back at you.
You happy to see us back? Are you happy to see us?
Yep.
I'll talk to you in a little bit. Oh, T-Bear himself. But again, because again, people have the right to tell you. I mean, flashback LG says, get the vaccine and save lives, guys. People with the vaccine are getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work? Are they catching it from the unvaccinated, or the vaccinated? Can vaccinated pass it to the vaccinated?
Right. Well, and
because Greg Abbott was asymptomatic.
Right. Asymptomatic. Right.
And vaccinated.
Right. And when I was in the ICU unit with my mom, the 2 doctors were standing outside the door, and they were talking about the COVID cases that they had. And both of them were talking about 2 in particular, their newest ones that had come in that they were on. Anyways, and they were talking about the oxygen and if they had to be on oxygen yet and what was going on. And they said, yes, but not until like day 9 and 10, whatever. And both of them said both of their cases at that time were vaccinated. So again, it's not that you can't. And I get, as far as the vaccine is that they're saying is going to decrease as far as your chances of hospitalization, symptoms, and death.
But can it hospitalize you? Because we can go right.
For sure.
Okay. Because so let's drop our bomb, because we have a direct family member that was a nurse and is no longer a nurse because she took the vaccine. Is not right ever since.
Yes,
direct family.
Yes.
Okay. I've been holding on to that because I have a right to make a choice when I know it's directly affected her niece or her cousin.
Yeah. Second
cousin Danielle is no longer allowed to practice medicine or be a nurse and has been pulled out of the nursing field. Why, Sheila?
Well, because after the first shot, she had a reaction to it, and then she was hospitalized for quite a period of time, and she still continues to be sick. And in the nursing, they want you to have the vaccine, and because of the symptoms that have everything that's occurred after she has taken it, of being sick, she has problems still, and she's still having problems that they have sidelined her from being in the emergency room an RN emergency room. So
why are those not making headlines?
They say they'll relook at it and see in a year's time. But with all the mandates that are going down, basically she is being sidelined out of it, and she still has problems now. She still gets sick with other stuff that has nothing to even do or even remotely near COVID or regular colds or flus. She still gets sick now. And that was, she got hers, I believe, in when they first came out. I want to say it was January or February, somewhere in there, when they first came out.
So where does that leave us as family members?
Right. Well,
should we not have the right to choose to take it? I mean, because I don't have to go to the news. I don't have to go to conspiracies. I don't have to go here. I don't have to go there. I could just go to Timmy, or is it Timmy's daughter?
That's Danny's.
Danny's daughter.
Right.
Danny's daughter. I can just go to Danny. Somebody that beat me up growing up. No, Danny didn't. Danny was already older and gone. But the fact that Danny's daughter, my second cousin, by marriage, has been sidelined and pulled from the ER room due to the COVID vaccine. I have that. I should have a right to choose whether I want that in my body or not, especially my wife, because she's related. So if she had the reaction, will my wife have the reaction?
Right. It's just not knowing. And I think that it's not even, I think that we would feel better if the statistics on it were better. I think that you would feel better about it. And it's just about taking the chance on it, it really, because it is so new and that they haven't done the studies on it and that they haven't really worked with dealing with this kind of virus with it. So I get the fact that they're still doing studies on it. I just don't want to be the lab rats to necessarily do it.
And I want to have that right. I want to have my right of choice. Right. I always have. And the fact that I'm in recovery, I'm very choosy about what goes in my body. Okay, the fact that I'm addicted to sugar, let alone I can't quit sugar, I can't stop drinking fucking sodas for the sake of my life. You know, the things that I'm fat, and it's because I have a choice, and I choose to drink that. If I want to choose to kill myself, I should be able to choose to kill myself. But if I want to choose to be healthy and stay healthy, I should be able to stay that way.
Right.
The way I want to. Again, the fact that your second cousin has been pulled from the ER room is direct family. So you know what? I don't need the news. I don't need doctors to tell me when my second cousin said, hell no, bro.
Right.
I can't even go back to work.
Right. Yeah, she's been sidelined. And,
so,
you know, all that time and years.
Who's paying for that?
All the schooling and stuff, kind of out the window.
Who's paying for that? Who's taking care of her? Because I believe, if I'm not correct, there's no liability whatsoever. The companies are not liable for if anything happens. I believe a bill went through recently to release them of liability. So why do they need to release of liability? Why don't they take full responsibility in case something happens because they're so guaranteed in their product?
Right. Well, and that's the thing though. And like I said, it's not about saving. It is about saving lives. Obviously, you know, we're not trying to be, we don't care about anybody as far as that. It's just about ourselves, and that we're not trying to, we just want more information on it. We just want more information.
Well, Renee Mueller daughter, she's quitting nursing because of the shot. Again, where does it stop? Where does the line get drawn? Because I believe we're here in a time that they will take your right of choice away.
Right.
And they will put it in the name of saving lives. Well, if that's the case, shut Swift down. Okay? Make the training and trucking harder. Make the laws that actually for truck drivers so they don't kill people work in their favor, not against them. But that we don't care about that. We're going to go take the vaccine, you dumb truck driver.
Well, I know when it is mandated that we get flu shots, for goodness sakes. They never have. They put them out there and they were like, hey, listen, this is the strain that's going around. And influenza has killed hundreds and thousands of people every year that the regular flu would kill. So they don't mandate that the flu, that you get a flu shot. And I think that's probably our problem too, is that they're telling us you have to get it.
Okay,
you just go out and get it, because if not, you're a horrible, horrible person. Well, I never got the flu shot. You know, I haven't had the flu since I was a kid.
In the end, something needs to get figured out, because the bickering needs to stop. The pitting needs to stop. People need to start loving each other again, because there's no reason that I should get worked up because somebody feels I deserve a shot.
Right.
There's no reason for that. And I don't know what I'm doing to cause my anger, because I'm working through it, because I'm an angry son of a biscuit.
Are you?
Yeah, you know that stuff. So the rumor on the street is they beat you.
It's not
Other way
black
around,
eyes.
bro. Help me, somebody help.
It's just bags, guys. It's not black eyes.
Bro, stop. Here's the deal. In the end, I want us to be us again. I do, and I don't think we'll ever get that. I look at this TV, and it's just nothing but Afghanistan and that shit show. In the end, when did we ever, or when did the lines get crossed to where we're more against each other than we are for each other? I just don't know where we went wrong as a society or as Americans to get away from the value and the core and the fiber of this country.
Right.
To see the things that I've seen in this past year.
Right.
From people burning American flags to burning Bibles to hatred across the board, now to a vaccine that I'm being possibly forced to take. I just don't know what happened. So how did we get here? And what are we going to do about it now?
There's been a lot of chaos. There's been a lot of chaos that's been going on in the last year. And so I think when you get that much fear, chaos going on at one time, to take the vaccine and to mandate it, I think it kind of makes sense to them in their mind just to try to get some normalcy back. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going out there. Maybe there's another agenda that's going on. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to speculate on it. I'm just saying that I can see for a lot of people you would think that, okay, by taking the vaccine, we're going to get to normalcy faster. I myself, I don't know. I mean, I see viruses going to come and go. And I think that as far as with this, I think it's just going to keep mutating. Okay. As far as that, till we develop herd immunity or those
I'm not a doctor.
Who want to take the flu shot once a year, like a flu shot.
And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know what's best for you.
Right.
I do know that, again, I have a right to choose.
Right.
And I want to keep that right. It's basically what I'm saying. Okay, at the end of the day, I know Donna here says, let's go over to the comments. Okay, let's see what they want to keep. Donna doesn't want to get sick anymore because since I got the first shot, I've been sick. I've had not been tested for the virus. So now I wish I never took it. Okay, George says, if anything should make you think is that pharma companies are not responsible for anything that happens to you after you get the shot. Correct. Why is that? Why are they not taking full responsibility?
Right.
Nobody's talking about that. All right, let's go down to James Simmons says, why is nobody talking about our government paying farmers actually making them destroy their crops? Dairy farmers destroying milk, meat processors destroying pork, Afghanistan, all in the headlines. Look, they've been doing that for years, though. There's something fishy about that crop destroying thing.
Yeah.
That's been going around for decades. And I want to say we're going to talk about that a little more here in the up and coming weeks.
Yeah, we've been hearing about that actually.
So we actually live on a farm. Just saying.
Yeah.
In New Jersey.
Yeah.
But
where
we
see that commercials for pesticides for Parkinson's, if you live near or on a farm and the pesticides they use and it causes you Parkinson's, I'm like, oh my goodness. It's something. It's always something.
Well, we're back at another, shutdown. But let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
Because now we got robots doing parkour.
Parkour. He just like saying that. I just want to strangle him when he says it.
Parkour.
I don't know why it irritates me so much, but it does.
It's an old episode of The Office. Parkour.
I just want to slap him.
We'll be right back and start getting back into stuff. We'll be right back. People are worried about us. I mean, come on, the robots are taking over, driverless trucks, robots doing parkour. Oh my God! And yes, there is a trucker shutdown being talked about and trending in your trucking news here Tuesday. And if you are a company driver, they have a solution for you. We're gonna go to another video. I love this guy. I really do. I'm gonna play him.
Oh gosh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
Trucker Binder, Binder, Trucker Binder, whatever. What is it? Uncle Binder. I don't know, but if you're a company driver, here's your solution.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Badass Binder. Listen, y'all company drivers that really want to shut down on the 31st with us, you know, that are afraid to lose their job, let me tell you something. Well, on the 30th, about 10, 11 o'clock at night, pull over somewheres, cut your serpentine belt, cut your alternator belt, something, you know what I mean? It's going to take hours and hours for road service to get to you. Leave your clock running. By the time your truck's fixed, you're either going to have to take a 34 or 10 hours anyways. There you go, man. You got to play dirty. These motherfuckers want to play dirty. You got to play dirty. Pull the valve stems out of all your trailer tires. You know what I mean? I love y'all, man. Remember what I said?
He has that figured
I love
out,
you,
doesn't he?
man. I love you. Catch your sympathy. Just cut the belt.
He has it all figured out, doesn't he?
No,
I don't know. Just went out.
I love that guy. I'm sorry, too. I'm a fan. I love it. I watch him on TikTok. He's angry.
Who knows?
Crazy Binder, whatever. Binder.
All the valve stems just disappeared somehow. I don't really know how that happened.
Don't do that. Don't do any of that. It is just stupid, Ronald. It really, really is. But these guys are being serious. But here's the deal. With everything going on, this is the reality. And unfortunately, TikTok, I feel, is to blame for this one.
For what?
For the trucker shutdown. Okay, because over on TikTok, if you talk shit, excuse my language, you'll go viral. That's why I do. That's why I've been so. I'm done. It's hard for me just to sit here and keep my cool because I want to get. I don't want to be that. I want to be okay again. I don't want to be angry at people. I don't want to. You know, it's been great since I've started. You know, this new job. And these new drivers I've met in this section of trucking that I haven't done, it's oversized. But the one thing I've done changed in my life is the way I approach things a little bit and trying to be positive and working on me and projecting out what I want back.
Right.
Don't cut your serpentine belt. Don't do that to your company.
He just liked it as funny.
But yeah, what I'm trying to say is whatever you put out, you're going to get back.
Right.
You really are. And that's what we're going to try to do here. So we're going to try to put out a show that people can go, Ronald, you're entitled to how you feel. And you're still my brother. I still care about you and your family. And I'm sorry for all your losses. I was with you through some of them. And it was due to COVID. And I'm not okay with that.
Right.
I'm not okay with the way you were treated through that whole process.
Right.
I'm not. I feel you were mistreated.
Yeah.
Okay. The people that lost people during the
from
COVID,
all the restrictions too.
From all the restrictions, I feel that you were screwed. Mm-hmm. Sir, okay, that's wrong. I feel just in general that we need to just really start picking each other up instead of beating each other up, Sheila.
Right.
Is where I'm at. I'm done with it. I won't broadcast. You know me, I won't. I'll cut it. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop caring about the driver's side. And it's not I stop caring about you people. I just don't want to deal with the crap.
And it has been crappy, you know. It's just been all over the place, and we're not saying that. And again, it's the right to choose. You know, everyone who's been vaccinated, you were not made or forced to do it. There might be some. I can't say that. There are some people out there that, because of reasons of the policy, that was the policy of your company, so you did it. You wouldn't have unless your company had told you to. But for the majority of the 70% who've gotten vaccinated, it was your choice to do so. You felt it was best for you, and the majority that we know of hasn't had reactions to it.
Well, regardless,
and good, and that's your choice, and that was the point.
Thought we moved on from that.
Right.
We're back on the vaccine.
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to say.
No, but no, you're right. We're back to choice.
Right, because we
again,
were
we're back
talking
to
about
choice.
Ronald, and
Yeah,
I know that.
And you can choose to shut down. You don't have to cut your belts.
Right.
Wrong your name. Okay.
Right.
Wrong your name at the your name on it at the Wang, your name on it at the positivity. It's a choice to be happy or sad. It's harder to be happy than to be mad and angry. The world's hard.
It is tough right now.
It is tough right now, but it actually, what I've learned again, so the things that I've been doing over on TikTok with my, woke up this morning. I do that I try to do it 2-3 times a week because you never know who it's picking up, and let alone it's picking me up.
Right.
Because I've been going through some issues and want to get angry, and I see videos and I want to broadcast, but then I pull into the eye, Mr. Positivity, hi! And it's like, whoa, who are you? Why are you so nice? Oh, hi, how you doing? But it's because of the way I treated them. They're treating me back from the time I met them.
Right.
So that's working for me. But we need to get more back to more talking to each other instead of arguing with each other. It's ridiculous. TikTok is off the charts right now.
So what do you think about the shutdown?
What do I think about the
shutdown? Do you think
shutdown?
it's going to happen on the 31st?
I think they are going to do something. Do I think it's going to work? No. I believe they're already up against an uphill battle. If they got beat on the ELD, they'll get beat on everything. Period. If you got beat, you had a fight. There was at one time there was a fight, and think of all the drivers that went to Washington and pounded that pavement and pounded those doors and talked to all the politicians. You still got beat. That ELD went into place, and all the drivers that said, "Hey, I'm gonna quit trucking if that ELD goes in my truck," and now they're out there trucking with a computer in it.
Right.
Okay, so I believe no. They're not going to get anything done. They're not going to accomplish it. There'll be a couple drivers that take a day off, and that will be it. It'll be just another day. It'll be business as usual on Tuesday.
Well, I know that they are trying to align, like I said earlier, they are trying to align with some military personnel and some healthcare workers and others as well, and that they were going to be all throughout the country, not just like one location. Like that last time was at like Washington, D.C. And from my understanding of it is that it's supposed to be at different locations. So,
well, it's sad though, because some people are going about it wrong, like him telling people to cut their belts or to do this or do that. There is a gentleman that did make a video that did, he was well put together.
Right.
I'll play that one right here.
So everybody, here's my part 2 on the trucking shutdown on August 31st, 2021. Let's get this out of the way first. No violence. Don't put yourself in a way to get tickets. No confrontation. We're not BLM or Antifa, and we don't want to be stuck in that group. Everybody asked why. It's all the rules and regulations that are being shoved down our throats. We need to stop some of those. It's also the vaccine mandate that's on its way. Everybody says there's not one. No, but the bigger companies are mandating it for their employees in their facilities, which means it's a trickle-down effect that's going to come to us. Now, you all commented you're in on this. We need the participation. If we don't get it, we're screwed. Everybody that's not in a truck that posted I'm in and you're willing to help, this needs to get out to the local media. Please help. Company drivers, owner-operators, everybody needs to help and do this. So now, August 31st, 2021, no movement, no purchases. Have everything ready. Let's make this happen.
I'll be buying my Red Bull Tuesday. Sorry. But well put together, well said, well done. And then the other end of the spectrum is this guy.
See, I don't got to prove nothing to you, okay? You got to prove to yourself. Are you American? Are you tired of the bullshit that's going on? If the answer is yes, then instead of sitting here saying ain't shit gonna happen, you need to show support. You need to back your brothers and sisters and stand the fuck up. If you're not going to do that, step to the side, go sit on a porch, and let the big dogs run the streets. Because we're not having it, and we're tired of it. The time is now.
See, and for me,
that's just too much for me.
It's a turnoff. Yeah, let the big dog take care of it. We need to outlaw this shit. Stop it! Stop it!
But here's my thing.
Stop it.
The big dogs have what run what?
I don't
There's
know.
only 30%.
Where they been though? Where the big dogs been all this time?
Yeah.
Why did they ran it before?
But it's still only 30% left, if even that.
In the end, you have two different types of people here, okay, trying to accomplish the same thing. But you have one that's out there turning people off, hyping them up through the outlaw way. And then you got the other gentleman that's very well put together.
Right.
The gentleman that's well put together, I'd love to sit down and talk to you. Okay, what can we do to make a difference in another way?
Right.
Because turning these keys to the left don't help.
Right.
It doesn't. Stop the madness. Not another shutdown. Because as much as I like the binder guy, he's already selling stickers.
Right.
Stop it. Stop it. But anyway.
Right. And the bottom line is that, it has been tough. There's been a lot of shortages that are going on. There's been a lot of layoffs over the year. It's been a very, very hard year for a lot of people. And a lot of people are just getting back into the seat or back working right now. And to do shutdowns or participate in any kind of protesting against mandates, it would be difficult for them. And so there's a lot of drivers that I know of. There's a lot of drivers that even though they're against it and perhaps that they don't want to, they can't afford to, they got families. And when you're talking about your actual livelihood to even take care of, for a couple of days or the chance of getting fired,
Right here.
Okay.
Tina Best, her comment says, if this was a big deal, someone should have went to every mega company. Okay, so you touched on something. If you just get one mega carrier to back you up, you win. You just need one of the big three. One of the big three, you get them to on your side, you're going to walk it right up. And you're going to hand deliver us drivers something we need. And that's relief. Just saying.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm sorry, but I wanted just one mega carrier. That's all we need to be on our side as these independent, these owner operators and these independent carriers, these small carriers. The thing is it sucks because that's who saves their asses every time is the small carrier. The mega corps can't haul it all. They outsource a lot of that to them little companies.
Right.
And if we could just get one on their side, it would end the game. It would end the madness. But the thing is the big megas, they write the regulations and they enforce them with all they got. And this is what happens. We get screwed every time. But hey, this guy. So let's wrap it up. Final comments. Let's do hour and a half. Okay. Come on already.
You come on already.
What? Where are we going?
Nowhere.
I put my sexy drawers on.
You
got
can
the
go
red ones on.
The sheer ones. He has sheer ones.
Ew. All right, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break. Come back to your comments and wrap up tonight's show.
As a truck driver, I always get asked, how do you drive so many hours without getting sleepy, without getting tired? Truth is, after driving so many hours, you have to go to sleep for 8 to 10 hours, all right? That's it. Okay? All right.
So wrong.
It's so funny.
This is so wrong with us.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's funny. Sheila Tina Vest says, too much information on the sheer panties.
Did she actually say panties?
No, she said it. That's TMI. That's all she said. Stop it. I put the panties
I was
in
like, did you actually say that? That's funny.
No, it's not panties either. The box briefs. Stop it. All right, let's go over to Jeremy. He says, stop the tires. There's a group called Stop the Tires. If you're looking to be part of a shutdown, go over there. All right, Gary says, good night, Wayne and Sheila. Great to see you back. Stay safe out there, drivers. Appreciate you. All right, Ronald says, that's funny. That's funny. The big dogs are going to be on the porch really in 45 years. I've never seen it happen until you have a representation. It will never happen, right? Correct. All right, Justin Olson says, I drove 465 miles today. Then I figured I took a break since it is Saturday. You did, Justin. Good for you. Thank you. I appreciate your backbone. PC Powdered. LOL. I'm not sure what PC powdered is.
PC powder? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably something with the booty. Jennifer Perron, stay safe. And always, my beautiful family. We love you, Jennifer. How was fishing? You went fishing. They went fishing over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They were fishing last week.
Yeah.
Vince was home. Love you, brother.
Cool.
Take care of that family. David says, Sheila, you look great. Wayne seems to have aged a bit.
Yeah.
You know what? I did learn it. I learned how to do a double backflip. Can I show him?
No.
Come on, let me show him.
No.
Too bad. Double backflip.
I know.
I probably
got
says,
it, and I knew exactly what it was when that's why I just said no. Did I just say no?
all right, headache medicine, Wayne. Okay, all right, gotta go. All right, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. Justin Olson, we got you. Let's go back up here. Tina Best, we got you. Tom Fish, how are you, sir? Jeremy says, that's what the solution, Wayne. Can't talk it down without giving an opinion. Yes, I know.
An option?
An option. Well, or an opinion, I guess. Option. Well, I thought he said opinion. Well, opinions are like asshole. Everybody has one. Some stink worse than others.
Yeah. Then that's what the solution, Wayne. Can't talk it down without giving an option. Right.
No.
Yeah.
To me, it's about the brotherhood and sisterhood is still alive. It is, John. And there's still good people out there. All right. So believe that.
And with that being said, guys, we are actually looking to do the shows more on a regular basis again, but not until September for the fall season, which is going to be at the end of September. We just wanted to go on today, just like we have. We'll still go on sporadically. It's not going to be a regular thing right now until the end of September, just because we're doing stuff right now. Okay, so we're not going to commit to that until the end of September, and then we'll get into regular. So we'll have stuff that's out promoting of when it's going to happen.
And we should do more TikToks together because they love them. Tina Best. That's Team Beagle. She's got a beagle. She's got a beagle. She's Team Beagle over on TikTok.
I had my beagle, our beagle Lucy.
Goosey Goo.
16. She was great.
All right. Let's go. God bless. Love you all. We love you too. Thank you. Team Best Beagle. Get it.
Yeah.
All right. Jeremy says, Landstar supports stoppage. There's your mega carrier. Well, get him. I mean,
nice.
Again, it's not, nobody takes the time and the effort to put it in right. Me included. Tried to do it myself, all that stuff. In order to make things happen, you got to put money into it, actually. And it takes quite a bit of money. You got to do a campaign, a shutdown campaign. It's just not going to happen overnight. TikTok's not going to get it for you. Views aren't going to get it for you. You are okay. So let me say something right now. This is how simple I figure how simple this is. Okay, I watched somebody broadcast tonight. They had a good number up on that board because it's what I do. And I wanted to see what kind of crowd he pulled. Pulled a good one. Proud of you for doing that. But you only ended with 190 views. That's bullshit. You had damn near that many on the ticker. They screwed you. The thing is, Facebook is censoring people. The government is censoring people. And I know that. I know that because I am on social media. I've tried to do it as a business.
Right.
In the end, don't stop being good to people. Don't stop being you. Keep pushing your messages out there. Hopefully, eventually we'll get change. It just takes that one person to make change for a whole world. So please don't ever give up. I'm done. It's a wrap. Let's wrap it up.
Guys, we just want to remind you again.
Good to see you all back. Enjoy. Always love you guys. Love you too. Great show, guys. Larry says, hey, guys, nice to see you. See y'all. Nice to see you.
Nice. I see all
Jimbo.
you guys again, too.
All right, Cindy White says something to George. Cindy, do we got a troll? All right. Love you guys. All right, we're
Can I
good.
say what I want to remind you about?
Wrap it up.
You say that's all I got, and then you went to comments. It's like you do that to me all the time with
shit. And I beat her.
Guys,
I got that on camera. It's assault.
Hurricane Ida. Okay, guys, take it seriously. If you are in that area or have to go in that area, please stay aware and stay safe. Okay, landfall tomorrow, sometime between the afternoon and the evening, as when that's going to hit in the Louisiana, somewhere west of New Orleans. So it's going to be. Hopefully, it's not as bad as they predict. They always predict the absolute worst. So let's hope that it's not that bad. But guys, be careful and stay safe, okay, in that area.
Look, guys, I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. All the likes, all the shares, all the comments. It's without you, we have nothing here. Remember, guys, you are the heartbeat of America. And you should be treated that way. Always keep your side up, rubber side down. And to make money in today's trucking industry, what do you need to do, Sheila?
You got to keep your left door closed.
And we're going to end it with this great video my wife made of just decency, period, whatever. Oops, wrong one. I got to take Tina out first. Never ever perfect. Sorry, bye.